So, I guess one of the things that just like arbitrarily comes to my mind is like how we have to prove ourselves over and over again, and the hypocrisy of like how they say, people say it's just a test, it's not a test. It's more like a test of like what's good, better for the future and stuff, and regardless of whether it's has a lot of pain or not, or stuff, pain on your life and your immediate family, what's left of it, you know. So that's just immediately comes to my mind, and like just like and that's it. So like off that alone, I mean, you know, just kind of like randomly thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't know. You just can't survive like this. Especially, I mean, if you're on your own, that's one thing. You have a car or whatever. Like for example, if you have a car, that's one thing. But if you're just on your own, but if you have a car and you have like four dogs, you know what I mean, or say you had kids, right, something like that, or some of your dogs that they belong in your well, like that's another thing. Uh, so it's really hard. You know what I mean? It's hard. I didn't say it was. I never said it was not hard. I never said I couldn't. Didn't believe myself about it either. About like doing it as an ongoing thing, because it's like you want it to stop, but you don't want it. You don't want it, and you think it'll stop, but you don't want to. You don't want to jinx yourself or anything. So because like it can get really like someone was saying, it can turn around in a moment and and turn into a crisis, an immediate emergency crisis, which would then make it not more suicidal, but more like induced psychotic break. You know what I mean? And you don't want to do that. I mean, I'm not saying you don't want to do that. I want to do that. That's why I say. I mean, so the measures I take for that, are like, oh, stay safe here, do this here, to be safe around here. Make sure you have this kind of nutrients for you yourself here. Uh, and when it gets down to emergency, call on your loved ones, call on your on the family that you can trust, family, all your friends that you call family you can trust, and that's the measures I take. So it's not like I'm gonna preach say, oh, it's a miracle, and you have to just do it. You have to be so talented and stuff, but um, it does require some thinking and critical thinking, and that I think anybody can sharpen over time.